I had come face to face with the spirit of the Jaguar. I had just died and come back. I had just went through hours of pain and torture and learning and relearning and rebuilding to finally receive a moment of peace. And in that moment of peace, the spirit of the Jaguar had made herself known. And from that point on, I was in a fight for control. You're listening to another episode of Wisdom Wednesdays on Secrets of the Wandering Wolf. I'm your host, Tom, and today I'd like to say thank you for joining me again, and let's take a trip back to Peru. So we're traveling back to Peru, and we're sitting in the ceremony space. I had just come back from dying and being reborn. For the rest of the night, I would learn and relearn and unlearn and relearn and go through every sensation in my body. I would shake and tremble and be still. When the medicine decided it was okay to take a break, I found some silence. However, the jungle itself wasn't silent. It was very noisy, with every animal I could think of was making noises. And I had just prayed for some peace and silence. I just want to take a nap. And then I heard, and my body tensed up. What was that? And all I heard from my own voice was, they're finally quiet. They shut up. And I knew I wasn't alone in my own personal little bubble. The spirit of Jaguar had made herself known and known through my body. I knew what would precede would be a fight for control, and it was. The urges to run into the jungle, to hunt the animals, to explore, and to be this cat in the night wandering around. I couldn't do that. I had to stay in the safety of the ceremony space and the compound that we were on. But the Jaguar was so intense with wanting to leave that I had to find the willpower to fight that. I had to struggle and fight her to be still and to be okay with where we were, so that when I finally did go outside to get some fresh air to use the bathroom, she gifted me the sight to see in the dark. Suddenly everything had lit up, as if I was seeing like a cat. I walk out of the bathroom and there's blue paw prints everywhere, like neon blue, guiding me on my way back as I was still feeling a little off. Made my way back to my cot and fell asleep finally. The next night, our third ceremony, I got into the tussle again. She had decided, like, if you want me to be an ally with you, you need to gain control and we need to be able to integrate. And so she came over my body again, and with the help of Maestro sitting in front of me, singing his Icaros, making sure I was safe, I went through that battle again, but this time integrating and feeling my hands turn into paws, feeling her face come over my face, this somewhat spiritual shape-shifting transformation, if you will. When the Maestro finished his Icaros, his songs, we had fully integrated. And I was able to lay down and relax, and I thought I had finally got control over the spirit of the Jaguar. I heard laughter and another snarl, and I knew in that moment I had fooled myself. I would never have full control, but I had her help. And it would take time and years of work with her to finally realize I had such a wonderful ally, and I had to go through such a tremendous amount of work to receive that. Sometimes in life we get unexpected help in the most unexpected way, and it turns out beautiful. The spirit of the Jaguar has helped me with my perception of my surroundings, the people in it, the places I do work, the places I go to, in and out of ceremony. She helps me understand where I'm at, to give me the insight and to observe, to know that I'm safe and that I'm okay. And if I'm not in a safe place, it's time to go. It's better to retreat and to leave than to get yourself in trouble. There's more work to be done, and we need that time to do the work. And so in life, we have unexpected friends come to us, sometimes through tremendous amount of work, crazy experiences, and moments where we're not sure what is coming out of this. And they usually end up being wonderful allies and beautiful friends in the long run. So if you're fortunate enough to have that, honor that, have gratitude with that. And that's what today's episode is. Understanding who's in our life, who are we working with, and who are we grateful for. And today, that's the spirit of the Jaguar for me. Thank you for taking this journey with me back to Peru, sharing this experience, and hopefully you got some wisdom out of it. As always, you can find more about what I'm doing in the links below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you again for listening to another episode of Wisdom Wednesdays on Secrets of the Wandering Wolf.